Non-humans. Thought it was mages the hunters and the temple guard were after.
Mages left. Hunters needed a new quarry. Hatred and prejudice will never be eradicated, and witch hunts will never be about witches. To have a scapegoat, that's the key. Humans always fear the alien, the odd. Once the mages had left Novigrad, folk turned their anger against the other races. And as they have for ages, branded their neighbors their greatest foes.
Dandelion! Ready some tankards with guests.
Geralt! Ciri! When I learned Geralt had found you,
Glad to see you in one piece too, Dandelion.
Where have you two been?
Just finished hunting down the crones of Velen and a general of the Wild Hunt.
Well, you've been a busy morning then, haven't you?
in fact, you look terrible. Like you could really use some rest.
Gladly take some. Point me to a room.
Of course. Come on, little swallow. I'll take you.
Let's meet later, Geralt. I've a little matter to resolve. I'll freshen up, then await you in the square in Gildorf.
Right. Anything happened while we were away?
Pretty Polly came down with a fever. That oyster caught a knife between the ribs, and they're late delivering the sodden triple meat.
Dandelion. Lodge of Sorceresses. Triss and Yen were supposed to gather the remnants.
They're working on it. Triss is upstairs, waiting for you. Yennefer's gone to crippled Kate's.
Yen? At that portside dive? Why?
Didn't inform me. Imagine that. Ah, and that elf of yours moved into the Ruby Suite. Told me to tell you he's waiting, too.
Gave him your best room?
He didn't exactly ask. I prepared another room for him, but he blew past me and locked himself in the Ruby. Hasn't peeked out since. Barely eats, drinks only water, and the only thing I've heard from him is, I wish to know when Gwynblade and Zariel arrive.
Thanks. Looks like I'll have my hands full.
You've mistaken me for someone else.
You're the only one here's made a mistake. Now stump up some crowns, quick!
Leave him alone.
And who might you be? Temple Guard undercover?
Call me an admirer of law and order.
Made a mistake coming to this town, then.
You're making the mistake. Leave him alone.
And if we don't?
This man's not worth your efforts. His shop's drowning in debt.
You're right. Even looks like a pauper.
I beg to differ.
Don't even know why I bothered the bugger. My apologies, and fare thee well.
I, gotta go brush my teeth.
Go home, merchant, and try not to come round here anymore.
I will. I mean, I won't. I mean, both, yes. Thank you, sir.
It can't be. White hair, yellow eyes, slashed face, just like he said. Geralt of Rivia, known as the White Wolf, the Butcher of Blaviken.
Geralt of Rivia's enough. What is it?
A man came to me a few years past, paid me to keep a book for you, said you'd come for it one day.
Who was he?
He didn't introduce himself, but the book has a red cover, that I remember. I'm sure I've not sold it.
All right, see if I can find it.
And perhaps glance at the others while you're at it.
Be glad to look over what you got. The treatment of furuncles through cauterization, a study. My My manifesto. Must be it. There's a letter inside.
It's you, the White Wolf, the famous Geralt of Rivia, am I right?
You hear about me?
Hear about you? I know all there is to know. I learned it from Dandelion himself, who's forever telling stories of you and your adventures together, of your hunt for the dragon, and how you outfoxed the Sylvan midst the hemp, of the battle for the bridge, and how he saved you from bandits.
Like to hear that one sometime myself.
One never tires of Dandelion's tales and ballads. Why, all will be amazed when I tell them the wolf himself takes joy in listening to them. Now, tell me how I may be of service. Something to whet your tongue?
You worked here long? Earlier, I mean.
Under old Mr. Wiley, you mean? Why, no. I answered a notice. What did it say? Help wanted to assist in the oversight of an exclusive establishment with refined diversions. Baccalaureate freshly gained, 10 years of tavern experience plus, knowledge of the common tongue, elder tongue, and contemporary poetry required.
Wouldn't you have been better off staying at the academy? Or...
I never passed the entrance exam. Neither do I know a lick of elder, though I can indeed play a ditty or three. Also, I've committed all Master Dandelion's works to memory.
I see. What do you have to drink that's good? Take care now. Looking for something in particular?
Pretty little trinket.
Want to give someone a present?
When I was last in Novigrad, I had my share of troubles.
So I heard.
A few people helped me then. Others, not so much. Now I mean to repay them both. Coming with?
Lead the way.
We need to go to Temple Isle.
Don't remember you being religious?
Nor am I now. Let's go. Almost there.
Where are we going exactly?
To see Horson Jr.
Bit late for that. He's dead.
I asked Sultan, and he said Horson's alive and well on Temple Isle.
I was there. Stuck a sword in his gut.
Your hand must have slipped, because it seems he's recovered.
Why are you doing this again?
I want to look him in the eyes.
What then?
Don't know. Depends what I see.
Get good coin for it. You got it.
What?
Here to see Mr. Wiley.
Mr. Wiley's expecting important guests, so bugger off, you... turds!
Here I thought we could do this the nice way.
Out of the way, you louts! Or we'll cut up your mug so the girls at Crippled Kate's won't even have you.
What do you say?
Didn't understand? Too many syllables? Fuck off!
Oh, you little bitch! You say Geralt? Geralt who?
Of fucking Rivia.
Well, why didn't you say that from the get-go?
Sorry to hassle yous. Misunderstanding that.
Mr. Wiley's expecting you.
Get its face. That was strange.
To say the least.
I wonder what they're doing.
We'll know soon enough.
Well, well. Who do we have here? Finally found your little ward. Took your sweet fucking time.
Seems in fine health to me.
Ah, 'cause you thought you killed me that time. Surprise the fucking prize. Shut your trap, witch! Before somebody fills that hole for you.
Enough! I'll finish what you started.
Whoa, whoa, stop! It's me, Dudu Bieberfeld. You really didn't recognize me?
Dudu?
Wait, Ciri. After the heist, after Dijkstra's vault was emptied, you vanished. How'd I find you? Quick.
Butcher's Yard, the Mama's Plane, Priscilla's. You dragged me onto the stage.
Sheathe your sword, Ciri. It's Dudu.
God, you give me quite the scare.
Wouldn't have had to if you hadn't impersonated Whoreson.
What the blazes were you thinking?
Once we'd fled, I'd no idea what to do. I could only hide for so long. They'd find me sooner or later. It wasn't our decision. We knew he was dead, but not many others had caught on. That was my chance.
No one mourned for Whoreson Jr. In all his miserable life, he'd never helped a soul. Amusingly, once dead, he became a useful member of society. They say everyone deserves a second chance. Seems true enough. Whoreson got his, in a way, sharing it with a Doppler named Dudu.
That was courageous, Dudu. I'd never expect it from you.
Neither would I. Oh, by the way, you've no idea at the relief I feel you're alive and well.
And I'm relieved I didn't slit your throat.
Shows an interesting line of business.
Dudu's always had a head for numbers. What's a few brothels and casinos? He'll manage.
That's the thing. I don't need to. 2 weeks after Wiley died, I announced I'd seen the light of the eternal fire. Sold all the illegal enterprises. I'm a blue water trader now.
Whoreson's men didn't protest?
I've contacts in the guilds. Run a thriving trade. Profits are twice what they were before. To Wiley's men, a purse twice as heavy means twice as much respect for the men handing it to them.
Be careful, you could get found out.
Wiley's men are too stupid to catch on. His colleagues ain't much better. Mind you, even you were fooled.
And that might have ended very badly for you.
True. I get a bit carried away at times, but mostly I'm careful.
Time's up.
Right. We must still go by the Golden Sturgeon.
It was nice to see you both. And take care of yourselves.
You too.
So long, Dudu. Why are we going to the Sturgeon?
To see a girl who helped me once.
Who might that be?
Friend of Dandelion's. Her name's Bee. She's a waitress at the Golden Sturgeon. Helped me contact Dandelion. I wish to thank her. She risked a lot.
Risked a lot? How's that?
The Temple Guard were breathing down my neck. If she'd been seen with me, she might have been flogged or worse.
Always getting into trouble.
I'd take after you. I visited a city once that was very much like Novigrad, but the people there were much taller and had dark skin.
This somewhere in Zerrikania?
No, in another world.
What's it like, hopping between worlds? Anything like passing through a portal? Or different?
A bit different. It was hard going at first. I wasn't very good at controlling it. So I had to concentrate intensely and hope I didn't land in the crater of an active volcano. The training I did with Avalok was very helpful. Now, I merely think of the place I wish to travel to, close my eyes, and it's done.
Gave you a chance. Should have taken him.
I spit on anything you give me.
You'll regret that, you cow.
Mind your manners, you're talking to a lady.
Stay out of this. This is not your concern.
Sure it is.
You're a fucking freak too.
He is. Very dangerous at that. The butcher of White Orchard.
What'd he do there? Trim the trees?
Eugen. He slew half the village, dragged the bodies of the alderman and his wife behind his horse to Novigrad. Let's get out of here.
That's pretty good advice your friend's offering.
Sorry.
Thank you. They seem more determined this time.
Shouldn't cross them, I told you.
I'm to bar non-humans from this establishment because some thugs threaten me. Not likely.
It's so good to see you, Bee.
And you, Siri. Who's your charming companion?
Geralt of Rivia.
That Geralt! Very nice to meet you. I've heard so much.
Really? What, for example?
For example, how you've saved her from woes so many times she's lost count. And how you always know how to make her laugh. That's Siri, of course. Other ladies, however.
Bee, I'm standing right here.
All right. So, what brings you here, darlings?
I wanted to thank you for everything.
Oh, stop. Anyone would have done the same in my shoes.
Not many would have done it with such courage. Thank you. This is for you. A trinket to remember me by.
Oh, my. It's beautiful. Thank you. So, will you stay for stew? And keep slaughtered a piglet this morning?
Thanks. But we must still visit Far Corners.
Ah, off to see Valdo, eh? Well, shan't stop you then. They'll feed you properly there too, no doubt. Farewell to you both. And do take care of her, Witcher.
I will. So long.
Bravo, Witcher! I've material for another ballad.
So, your friend, Bee.
What about her?
Nothing. Seems nice.
Geralt, you're terrible.
What'd I say? What's there to see in Far Corners?
The camp of some traveling circus performers. Non-humans. When I came here before, I wanted to contact Triss. Life was hard. I quickly spent nearly everything the Baron gave me. Triss and I never met, because the Temple Guard showed up. I was a wanted woman afterwards.
Triss didn't try to contact you?
How could she? She didn't know anything. In fact, she thought she was to meet another alchemist wanting to flee Novigrad. I preferred not to put her in danger. I was being hunted. Had not a copper to my name. Then I met Valdo. He and his troop helped me. Then introduced me to Bee. And through Bee, I found Dandelion. You know the rest.
Is this friend of yours?
Ciri, you devil incarnate, where have you been?
Come here, darling. Hello. What's this? Brought your granddad?
Hagar, you're incorrigible. Allow me to introduce Geralt of Rivia.
Ah, greetings. We've heard heaps about you.
Likewise, and thanks for helping Ciri.
Oh, we had no choice. Found it hard to refuse a lass like her. Well, good you're here. Come in the nick of time. Would have been gone by tomorrow.
You're leaving?
They're to start resettling non-humans shortly. We'd rather stay ahead of events.
I understand.
Problem is, we just lost 2 horses, and another 2 are too weak to haul anything.
Ah, we'll manage somehow. We don't leave till tomorrow, so naught to worry about today.
Yes, for some. I'm off to see a merchant. There's a chance I can trade our nags for a healthy horse. Wouldn't want Valdo to have anything to worry about tomorrow.
What's eating him?
Oh, don't worry. That's just how Agar is. Be back to his jolly old self by evening. What brings you here?
I've come to apologize. I disappeared so suddenly, then...
Ah, pish-posh. What matters is you're back, and you're well.
This is for you. All that you loan me, plus a small premium.
Ciri, you know I can't take this.
And you know I shan't let you refuse.
I know. We'll make it the pot for a wager. Do you still race?
Of course.
Then I challenge you. Geralt, will you join us?
Gladly.
A man after my own spirit. Come.
Geralt, choose one of these.
Coming.
were faster once!
Giving you a head start. Faster! You're trailing.
Watch where you're going or you'll fall.
Seems you've slowed.
Just want to admire you from the side.
Can still beat you.
I let you win.
Lovely race! Well, this calls for a celebration. Stay the evening. We've several barrels of Kedwen's best. Bonfires to be lit soon, round which all will gather. This night shall be ours.
You know, perhaps it's not my concern, but I'm glad you and Yennefer have ended up together.
Me too.
You took your time.
Guess we both needed a while to grapple with it.
So, what was it like? You know, when the wish lost its hold. What did you feel?
Well, there we were, the two of us, on the mountaintop. I looked at her and felt like I was exactly where I was supposed to be, at long last.
More wine?
Thanks.
I'm glad we stayed.
Me too. They like you here.
I like them too. I'd love to join them. Drink and race, travel from town to town. Not worry a whit about anything.
Good plan. Think I'll go with you.
Then our future's settled. If, that is, there's more than ash left of us once this is over.
Defeating the hunt won't be easy, but with the Lodge's support, Avalax, we can do this.
I fear fighting the hunt will only be the beginning. For me, at least.
What do you mean?
You promised!
In jest?
Sometimes I wish I could be like them.
Me too. Being a witch is a burden sometimes.
As is my inheritance. I'd so like to be ordinary.
Your life is yours exclusively. You choose who you are.
Geralt, you know that's never been true. All because of this damned Elder Blood. My gift. My curse. It granted me all of these powers, but it's also why I've spent my life fleeing, hiding.
Then it's time to end this. Once we defeat Eredin, you'll be free.
Really? Eredin's hardly alone. There are others. They have plans for me. It was the sorceresses of the Lodge once. Now it's my father. Even Yennefer.
You're forgetting Avalach.
Avalach's different. He is intent on my gift not falling into the wrong hands. Not spinning out of control. It's why he teaches me, protects me.
If you say so.
You doubt it?
There'll come a day when Avalach will ask you for a favor.
Perhaps. But if so, it will be a very, very long time from now. And I'm certain whatever it is, he'll give me a choice. I will have the option to refuse.
Hope you're right.
That's Pablo. I plan to learn how to juggle one day.
Incredibly useful skill.
Finally found you two. Enjoying yourselves?
Bonfires, wine, jugglers. What more could you ask for?
I could name a few things I'd trade it for, but it's a life.
You seem concerned. Things not go well with the merchant?
Lost cause. The man refused to trade. I said I'd buy. He asked 3 arms and a host of legs for 1 healthy animal. We need horses. But we'll have to find another way to get them.
Ho ho, I sense trouble.
I knew you'd warm to the notion. We mean to sneak into the man's stable. With 30 head, a few more or less won't make a difference in his life. Coming with?
Of course.
Just buy the horses. Why can't you?
With what coin?
Ciri gave you a full pouch.
Enough for 1 at most, whereas at the least we need 4.
Geralt, stop fussing. We'll not strip the merchant bare. And it's finally a chance to do something other than run from the wild hunt. Don't make us beg.
Gotta be another way to solve this. Just so happens I got some coin I could lend you.
We'd have no way to repay you.
Wouldn't have to.
Shame the Emperor doesn't have another daughter. We could buy all the horses in Novigrad.
A generous offer, but not one to resolve this situation. The merchant didn't object to our coin. He objected to us. I'll not trade with such scum. Believe those were his words. And if he'll not trade, we've no choice but to steal from him.
I don't know. Doesn't seem like the best idea.
Geralt, stop fussing. We'll not strip the merchant bare. And it's finally a chance to do something other than run from the wild hunt. Don't make us beg.
None of this concerns us.
This does concern me. These are my friends.
They'll manage on their own.
If Ciri wishes to ride with us, she should. She's not your property.
I won't let her risk her neck for thieves.
What is this? Have you gone mad? We were to revel, not to punch each other to a pulp.
Had a falling out with Ciri's companion.
Ciri, much as I hate to say it, I think it's time the 2 of you left.
I know. The magic's gone. Sorry. I'm going down to the riverside. I want to take a walk, be alone for a bit.
Sorry for that.
You've no need to apologize for acting according to your nature. I'll meet you back at Dandelions.
Got a minute?
For you, my friend, always.
You gotta tell me, how'd you wind up owning this establishment?
You'll never believe this. I inherited it from none other than Alonzo Wiley, Whoreson Sr. himself.
You're right, I don't believe it.
Alonzo ruled the local underworld with an iron fist, but deep down, he was a romantic, pure as they come. This place is one of the reasons his son's not my biggest fan. See, Cyprian Jr., that is, wanted to make this a brothel, but the Rosemary went to me, and I planned to turn it into the most elegant venue in town, a den of art and culture.
you and Priscilla meet?
Huh. It was at the court of Duke Hereward, the annual balladry contest. We faced off in a fight.
Who won?
Well, I don't remember.
I bet. Probably lost and you don't want to admit it.
Actually, she'd caught my eye, so I let her win. I was counting on getting a prize after the contest.
And? Did you?
That, my friend, is not your concern.
Got a portrait of Hierarch Himmelford I'm willing to part with. Want it?
Yes, those halfling painters. This one of theirs? Wonderful. I put this up at the Rosemary and Thyme. It'll make those temple guard inspections so much easier.
Ran into Molly. She says hello.
Molly? Which Molly?
One you promised to show your butterfly collection to.
Ah, yes. Now I remember.
Butterfly collection? You of all people could stand to be a little more inventive.
Molly didn't need inventive. She needed attentive. Average, run-of-the-mill girl. Give her a smile. Notice her shoes. Let her chat about them a bit. And she'd turn into a wellspring of passion.
See you, Dandelion. Buy you a drink?
I'm afraid the dishwater's as good as it gets in this establishment. Imlerith, was that your idea or Ciri's?
Ciri's.
As I thought. I'm glad you went with her.
I thought you'd be angry.
Angry? Why? Because you supported Ciri in her decision? Or because you fought by her side and won?
What if we'd lost?
We wouldn't be having this conversation. And the female part of the continent's population would be drowning in tears. You won. No point bothering with what-ifs.
How'd it go at the lodge? Anyone agree to help?
I'm afraid the situation's looking grim. Dangerous times, especially for sorceresses. Each thinks 5 times before sticking her neck out. But it's neither the time nor the place for this discussion. Triss will tell you more.
Charming place. Why are you here?
I was able to establish Margarita's whereabouts, the prison in Oxenfurt. I also learned the identity of a man who escaped from there. He should arrive shortly.
What do you know about this fugitive?
I know he's the only one ever to escape from Derard. Every guardsman in the city now seeks him.
Sure he can be trusted?
We'll soon find out. He just walked in. Abbe Faria?
Who's asking?
We'd like to talk.
Damn.
Best run and get him.
These humans grow wilder by the day.
I serve the eternal fire. Watch where you're going, eh?
It's a material world.
Thought you'd agreed to meet.
I said I'd found him, not that I'd spoken to him.
What do you want from me? Let me be.
Calm down. We just want to chat.
And then stick a shiv between my ribs. Leave me in the gutter.
Look at us. Do we look like bandits to you?
No. No, not really.
I'm glad you agree. Besides, you'd be worthless to us dead.
So you shan't hurt me?
No. You're gonna tell us your story, then be on your way.
Well, so be it. But we really ought to go back to Kate's. It's unwise to linger in the street.
Drink up. It'll help.
Thanks. What do you want?
To get into Derard.
Find a hunter. Tell them you practice magic. They'll lock you up lickety-split.
We need to get in without anyone noticing. Tell us how you escaped, then get on with your life. They say no one gets out of Dayrod alive.
Aye, so they say. My thought? Why not try it dead?
But they burn the corpses.
They didn't start burning them until they'd learned an old fellow like myself had escaped. Before, they dropped the stiffs into a great pit. The pit's connected to the sewers, and the sewers empty into the river. And once you reach the river, you're as free as a fish.
So you played dead. No one caught on?
As a youth, I'd apprenticed with an apothecary in Silverton. Learned a thing or two about herbs. Sleeping mushrooms grew on the walls of my cell. And I found belladonna in the prison yard. Just had to mash them together and eat the pulp an hour before evening rounds.
You might have lost your life.
I prefer to die on my own terms, were that to be my fate.
So theoretically, we could get in the way you got out.
Assuming we don't mind the company of decomposing corpses.
And assuming you can squeeze through the grate. They barred the outlet to the river after I escaped.
Explosives could take care of that.
For half the city to hear us? I've a better plan. Oxenfurt was built on elven ruins.
Which have to connect to the sewers somewhere. If we can find a way into the ruins.
We'll get into the prison.
They say Dayrod's better guarded than the keep at Vicovaro.
They choose the guards from among witch hunters. The worst dregs, rabid fanatics. If you only knew what they do to folk. Torture every day. The wheel, the rack. We only knew peace on holidays when they'd drink themselves blind.
They're allowed to drink on duty?
Oh, not officially, but you know how it is.
See? Wasn't so hard.
One last bit of advice. Find a new tavern. Everyone here knows you.
Thank you. Whatever your plans, I hope they work out.
So do we. So long. What he said about the guards could prove handy.
True. Things will go more smoothly if we can get even a few of them drunk.
Zoltan ought to manage it. I'll ask him.
Let's meet on the Oxenfurt Bridge.
Zoltan.
Get out.
They're holding Margarita at Dayrod. Got a plan to break her out, but we need your help.
What should I do?
Load a wagon with as much Mahakaman as you can find and drive it to Oxenfurt. Yennefer will give the signal. I'll drive through the gates and treat the guards.
Oh, these are terrible times. Since the mages left town, the hunters have taken to harassing non-humans. A dwarf lingering around the prison gates only stands to attract attention.
Right. Didn't think of that. I'll go straight to Yen in that case. She went to find a way into the ruins beneath the city. Nice talking to you, Zoltan. See you later.
Geralt!
Find a way in?
Several. Nearest is through a well not far from here. Did you arrange any help?
We'll manage on our own.
Shall we begin?
Let's do this. Sure the guards don't know about the passage through the ruins? Haven't planted sentries there?
They haven't.
How can you be sure?
Novigrad's hierarchs have taken great care to eradicate any and all memories of the city's elven roots. Even if anyone remembers the ruins are there, they have no recollection of how far and where they extend. And I'm absolutely certain no one's thought to place sentries there.
Hope you're right.
Here we are.
This is it? Boulder was plugging the well until recently.
Due to an edict Hamilfart issued some years ago. But I managed to find two brawny and obliging passers-by who agreed to remove the impediment. For a modest fee, naturally. Here.
What is this?
Use it once you find Rita. I'll be able to pinpoint your location.
Not coming.
Mucking through ruins and sewers? I'd rather leave it to the expert.
Meaning you'd rather waltz in once the hard work's done. Wet clothes. Oh, joy. Tomb Raider. Seems this one liked elven stuff. Mechanism's broken. Missing a piece. Replace it with something else, maybe? This'll come in handy. That ought to do it. Breaks in here.
Alarm! Intruders! I will kill you! Get it from both sides! Watch his work!
What? Lost your nerve?
What is this?
Margarita.
Who's that? Geralt. God, I'm hallucinating.
Getting you out of here.
No chance. We'll both die in here.
Sheila.
They captured her first. Her condition's critical. It's pointless. We'll never open it without the key. The warden keeps them with him at all times. His room is upstairs.
Be right back.
Alive! Take him alive! Spread out! I will kill you! Raise the barricade! Archers on the roof! All others to their stations! You killed him! Come on! Die, Orson! I want him alive! Alive! Oh, damn it!
on, over here!
I want him alive! Alive!
Are we? Not good.
Eternal fire! Dead man! Dead man!
Never fight a witcher.
Go back to hell!
What is...
Thank you, good sir.
Thank you. Be careful now. Don't let him get you.
Gods reward you.
What are you doing?
Yen insisted on coming.
Rita. Sheila. When I get my hands on the sons of bitches.
Yenna. I shan't make it.
Hold on. You must hold on.
I'm dying, Yenna. I'm a sorceress. Let me die with dignity.
Yen, get Rita out of here.
Geralt.
Yenna, for once, don't argue with him.
I can't pass through the portal with you both. You'll need to get out on your own.
Don't like portals anyway. Go.
Funny. There was a time I'd have asked you not to do this.
No, you'd never have asked. You're too proud. Greetings, Triss.
Have you lost your mind? You went after Imlerith by yourselves? To the Sabbath? How could you put Ciri in danger?
Shouldn't have. I'm sorry.
It ended well, luckily, but it didn't have to.
I know, but Imlerith's gone. That's what matters. Besides, I was there the whole time. Had the situation under control. Mind if we change the subject? Past burning pyres on the way into town. Non-humans on them.
Things grow worse by the day. No mages left in the city, so the hunters had to find someone else to victimize. We need to resolve everything as quickly as possible and leave Novigrad.
Any success with the lodge? Anyone out there willing to help?
It doesn't look good. Ida outright refused, while Francesca won't budge from her little realm with a war raging. We don't know about Fringilla. Haven't been able to contact her.
Yen and I rescued Margarita.
I know. Dandelion set her up in a room upstairs. She's resting, slowly recovering.
What about Kira and Philippa?
Kira? I thought you, of all people, would know.
Few can refuse a sorceress. And Kira Metz certainly had her ways. But when she demanded the Mage Alexander's notes, I had to turn her down. Kira needed that, as she needed the impetus to start anew. She found it where she least expected to. Years later, known for discovering the cure for the Catriona plague, she was thankful none remembered her time in hiding as a village witch. I've seen worse matches. Hope things work out for them.
And I hope things work out for us, and we find Philippa and Rita. Did a little investigating. Learned some interesting things.
Namely?
Want the long or the short version?
Tell me everything. I want the details.
After fleeing Lochmuin, Philippa ended up here in Novigrad. She sought help from her former lover, the sorcerer Arthur de Vlister.
De Vlister rings a bell.
Philippa had made a fool of him once. Arthur was out for revenge. He convinced her she'd be safest as an owl. She transformed, and he placed a dimeridium band on her leg. The mage hunt started shortly afterwards. Sadly, Arthur fell victim. They auctioned off his estate. Just so happened a certain dwarven acquaintance of ours stumbled on the auction.
Zoltan. Huh. So Philippa was here under our noses the whole time?
Was, precisely. Zoltan lost her in a card game a few days ago.
Yep, that's Zoltan for you.
A man showed up here, fleeced Zoltan bare, then proposed they play for the owl. Naturally, he won, then politely thanked Zoltan for the game and left.
Who was it? Know where he lives?
He's not from here. No one knows him.
Great. We got any leads?
We have this.
That Philippa the Owl's feather? Thinking divination?
Specifically hydromancy, and a form of sortilege. We need a fountain where we won't be disturbed.
One outside the Passiflora could work.
Good idea. Let's go. We're here.
Nice and quiet. Shouldn't be any disturbances.
Let's begin. Observe the water's surface carefully. We can't let anything go unnoticed.
Graham et Dwyer, Robert Mekele, Alfelte. Graham et Dwyer, Deagnis Kerle, es Pirshena a et Clace.
Looks familiar. A bathhouse. I know the place. Dijkstra. He has her at his bathhouse. Might have guessed as much. Was that the past or the future?
The recent past. We have to hurry.
Let's go to the bathhouse. Might not be too late.
Come on. I hope we get there in time. I hope Dijkstra hasn't already hurt her.
The possibilities are many. Could be Dijkstra that got hurt.
Not likely. Dijkstra never forgave her for sending assassins after him. And Philip is weakened, no doubt about it.
Weakened, maybe, but still a powerful sorceress. If Dijkstra's men take the dimeridium off, Philippa will kill them before they can say, oh shit.
Watch out!
Guess they underestimated Philippa.
You were right. She must have changed back into human form. Quick! Some strong magic. We have to get inside.
Surrender! This place is a maze, witch! You'll never get out! Goddamn fools! After her!
We'll handle this.
Oh no, no, no! The sorceress stay.
We're going together.
Not a chance.
It's fine, Geralt. I'll stay, in case she tries to flee this way.
Fine. Be right back.
Well, get going.
Damn, she cast a spell on them.
He's gotta die. Kill the Witcher.
That's it, you're in for it.
Never learn.
I am your master now. You're to protect me, understood?
Stand
here. Let no one pass.
None
Too late to surrender.
Witcher, no past go. Bertie, birdie, no say.
Damn it, cast a spell on him too. She's hurt. Did you see that? I want to help her.
Birdie, no past go. Say, but no let past go.
Ever had a stomach ache?
Ache? Aye. But once old drowner eat.
Her stomach aches like she just ate 100 old drowners.
But no one. Drowner make egg very bad.
Let me pass. I can help her.
But let past go. Witcher help.
I want to help you.
Help me die? Don't hold your breath.
I'm not out to hurt you.
Bollocks! You will not take me.
I want to help you.
Ha! Forgive me, but I just don't believe you.
Gotta be kidding me.
What's happened? Waiting by the end. So quiet all of a sudden.
Stop squirming. If I wanted to kill you, you'd be long dead by now.
What do you want? To torment me? To watch others do so?
I need your help.
Betray me, and I will.
Relax. Not planning on it. Triss is outside. She'll explain everything.
Deepest apologies, but the lady will come with me.
Dijkstra, I don't have time for this. Get out of my way.
I've no quarrel with you, Geralt, but Phil and I have lots to talk about. Remember the assassins you sent after me, darling Phil? A grave error.
Such matters ought to be handled personally, as I will now demonstrate.
I remember your little bond, but this is no time for a lover's quarrel.
But it's an excellent time to settle a score. Philippa will come with me and answer for all the courtesies she's paid me.
Always knew the value of information, Dijkstra.
Which is why I don't believe you have anything I don't already know.
The Emperor of Nilfgaard wasn't able to sway the Trade Corporation.
Opposition nibbling at his arse, eh? Seems the White Flame won't dance on the graves of his foes much longer.
His daughter has returned. The Emperor wants to abdicate, give her the throne.
Cyrilla? Impossible. This could shift the tide of war. Provided, of course, you're not mistaken.
Emperor himself told me. So, information's firsthand.
Emir's a lying whore.
When it comes to his daughter's future, doubt it.
You've no idea of the importance of this information. A change on the Imperial throne could bring the war to an end. Radovid's sure to be delighted. If Emir sounds the retreat, there'll be no force left that could possibly stop that madman, especially in light of our bloody aborted plan.
You didn't actually believe you could do it. Radovid's crazy, but he's no idiot. Knows all too well there are dozens out there who...
Silence!
Do I understand you correctly? You want to kill Radovid? Well, Siggy, I am impressed. Doubted you still had it in you, frankly. Sadly, as you well know, Radovid has sought refuge on his boat. He's guarded so closely, I'd not be at all surprised to learn he shares his bed each night with 2 sentries.
You know too much, Phil. Yet one more reason why you must die.
Dijkstra, Philippa's not gonna die. We're done discussing that. Forget about it.
Situation's changed, Witcher. She's in a position now to foil my plans.
Do you really think I will run to warn the man who gouged my eyes out?
Dijkstra, Philippa...
Do you
think you might want to hear her out. Dare say Philippa despises Radovid at least as much as you do.
I'm content someone apart from myself has finally gotten the idea to rid the world of the degenerate.
Save your praise for others. I couldn't give a shit.
Currently, only 2 individuals stand to draw Radovid off his boat. Emir and myself.
You'd agree to be the bait?
I fear you'd be hard-pressed to convince Emir to dangle himself as such.
Fat fucking chance. Geralt, I wouldn't trust this cunt to hard-boil my eggs.
Rightly so, I'm terrible with eggs. But think on this. Radovid hears that you've captured me. Will he not throw caution to the wind? Will he not jump at the chance to kill me, personally, with his bare hands?
Out of the question. Geralt, get her out of here before I burst her testicle. And then we must meet with our friends. I've leased a warehouse port side. Be sure to come.
Sorry to take so long, but I had to deal with the guards.
Hello, Triss.
Philip, are you all right?
I've been better.
I'll get you out of here.
Gonna be all right?
Yeah. Thanks for your help.
Yes, Geralt?
You, holding up all right?
It'll be a hard slog for everyone.
You know what I mean.
What am I supposed to say? I mean, I knew you and Yennefer. You'd end up back together. It was a lost cause. Always.
I guess so. I just don't want you to...
Can we not dwell on it? I need to focus on other things now.
Right. Understood. Look what I picked up.
Artifact compression. Someone got themselves enchanted in this figurine.
Intend to decompress?
Of course. Whoever cast the spell on the poor soul must have forgotten about him.
I think it's a soldier.
We'll know soon enough. Come with me. I know a place where the walls don't have ears. Everything's ready. Let's get to work.
Place is pretty grim.
True. It looks like a vampire's hideout. Which is why we can be pretty sure no one will bother us here. Give me the figurine and stand back.
Let's try to decompress this one. Anything I can do to help?
Yes, be quiet and try not to disturb me. In allen dwane eis.
Wer there? In der Katze!
Who are you? What am I doing here?
Es a Bund.
Who are you? What's the last thing you remember?
I remember a hill. A battle. I had orders for a unit. I remember a sorceress. Her hair like flames. She cast a spell. The right flank was to attack. Hit the shield bearers.
The right flank didn't attack, and the sorceress was Lyta Nade, known also as Coral. I was there too. This happened long ago.
You're exhausted. Always happens with compression. Get some rest.
Yes, I should.
Once you've recovered a bit, you should find Ambassador Varatra. He's sure to help. Good luck.
That was interesting.
And exhausting. Oh, to fall onto a feather bed and sleep till I woke.
Geralt,
What is it?
nothing just yet, but something's afoot. Philippa and Margarita want to speak to me.
Don't waste any time, do they? I don't like this.
Neither do I. I bet they had plans for me. And they're deigning to inform me of them.
Got nothing to be afraid of. Just go. Listen to what they have to say.
And if they try to force me into something?
Can't believe you'd ever let them. Margarita's only ever cared about your education. Doubt she'll try to drag you into politics. Philippa's tougher, plays a mean game, but ultimately respects those who hold to their views. If she makes you an offer, and you firmly turn it down, she'll respect that.
Thanks, Geralt.
Well, go. Don't give them any more time to strategize.
Not going with you?
Can't hold her hand if they're gonna take her seriously.
True. Good decision.
Relax, she'll be fine.
Rita won't hurt her, but Philippa, she can be ruthless.
Ciri's been in tougher situations and come out of them all right.
True. We managed to instill some principles, skills that have helped.
Exactly, so there's nothing to be afraid of.
Of course. I'll just have a pee.
Don't spy on her. You really have that little faith.
I don't trust Philippa and Rita.
So why'd you even allow this meeting to happen?
For the same reason you did. If they're to respect her, she can't be seen to be hanging onto my apron strings.
Let me have a look.
In your dreams?
What do you see?
Philippa pontificating. Ciri pacing wall to wall. She stopped. She's saying something. Philippa's turned pale.
My Siri. Probably gave her an earful.
Quiet! Here she comes. So? You were eavesdropping?
Yes.
No.
Oh, you haven't changed a bit.
Tell us what you talked about.
I'd rather not. Not yet, at least.
Of course. When you're ready.
I must unwind. I'll go for a walk.
Foot in mouth, as usual.
What are you talking about?
Nothing.
Just wanted to.
Go meet Avalon. He wished to see you, apparently.
Need a hanky? Gotta admit, never expected this of you.
You humans have unusual tastes. How did you fare on Bald Mountain?
Need to ask? You're a sage.
I ask as a courtesy. A concept you clearly forgot when you left without uttering a word.
Siri was in a hurry.
I know, so she wrote in her letter. But that is not my concern. You eliminated Imlerith adeptly. So adeptly, you might say you inspired me.
Meaning?
The loss of one of his great generals has weakened Eredin significantly. 2 others remain.
How do we get rid of them?
Caranthier is a loyalist, but Gels, that is another story. He was a devoted follower of our former king. And as it happens, Eredin poisoned our beloved ruler.
Regicide. Serious stuff. Take it not many know about this.
Of the living, only I. And Eredin, of course.
Question is, can you get Gels to believe you?
Nothing you need worry about.
Haven't mentioned killing Gels.
Such drastic means are not always necessary.
So you probably plan to offer him a deal.
Brilliant deduction. Bravo.
Fine. So what do you propose?
Why, to bring Gels here. Show him the truth of what happened.
Fabulous plan, if we only knew where to find him.
We do. In the land of the NL.
Land of the NL?
You don't recall. After all, you did travel with Eredin for some time. The land of the Elder folk. The world where we arrived centuries ago. A world that is now our home. The Red Riders come from there. And it is there where we will find Gels.
Think you're forgetting something. You and Siri might know how to travel between worlds, but me? Not so much.
You clearly know there are many other worlds apart from the one where we now stand. They're linked by passages, hidden gateways that afford travel from one world to another. Of course, few know of these gateways. Even fewer can locate them.
Elven sages, for example?
For example. One such passage will open soon near where we are, fortuitously enough. Between this noble edifice and the butcher's yard. That's our chance. Shall we go?
Let's go.
Who are you?
Friends. Are your parents home?
Aye, but they're busy. Mum's after Pa with a frying pan, 'cause he, bubbered this lady.
Fucked.
I see. We shan't bother them. Will you let us in?
I will. I'm so angry with
Is it
Pa.
in case the first
Pa's
one
real
breaks?
nice. Stinks of gin and piss sometimes.
Don't bother
But he
him.
bought me some new toys today. Wooden blocks and a 3-wheel cart. Shame the wheels are missing.
Oh boy.
And who might you be? Bringing your drinking mates home now, is that it?
I don't know them.
Likely. Get the hell out of my house.
Was just on my way out.
The passage is here, past this wall. This is the place. Once we enter, there'll be no returning until we reach Gel's. Ready?
Yes, let's go.
Remember, wherever you land, search for a place that looks like this one. We shall meet sooner or later.
Mean we'll be separated?
It's possible. I lack your ward's talent. Zirel is the lady of time and space. I merely know how to use this arcane knowledge to a limited degree. It's time.
I hate portals. Where are we?
Welcome to the Didowet Desert.
This somewhere in our world?
Ever seen such canyons in your world? Come, we must go.
What is this place?
A very old world, thoroughly raped and destroyed.
Anything live here?
Mainly desert creatures, able to survive months on end without water. Oh, and large sand crabs beneath the surface. We must be careful they don't sense us.
And before? Were there any people or elves?
Do you believe humanoids have a monopoly on destroying worlds?
So what did live here? Sentient monsters of some sort?
Look at those cliffs. Remind you of anything?
Look a bit like the bed of a giant river.
Or the bottom of a sea.
Mean there were water creatures here once?
No creatures. Merely a sea.
Trying to say that
there are many different worlds and even more forms of life. Many of them intelligent, much more so, in fact, than you humans. But as it turns out, not even that could stop them from exhausting all the resources of their world. To the last drop. Ah, the portal.
looks more like a ruin.
Appearances can be deceiving.
So what are we waiting for?
For it to open. Shouldn't take but a few moments.
What's going on?
The sand crabs have sensed our presence.
Wonderful.
Splendid.
They just keep coming.
We can't outstrip them all. As soon as the portal opens, you must jump in after me. 3, 2, 1. Very good. On time.
What a relief. Have a look. There it is. Vapors don't look terribly inviting. Damn it, gotta hold my breath. Any longer and I'd have suffocated. Medallion's humming. Place of power. It's gotta be. through them. Cold. Hide somewhere. And I gotta find that next passage quick. If I can just find cover along the way, I should make it to the passage. Light in a place like this. Someone must have lit it. With any luck, it was a certain grouchy elven sage. Snow's up to the rooftops. Wonder how long this blizzard's been blowing. Of course. What else? Might have expected this.
Took you a while? Did you run into trouble?
No. Just taking in the sights. What is this place? Feels like I've been here before.
You have. You fought Eridan's projection here. Before that, Ciri fought here. For you.
What are you talking about?
Ever wondered how you managed to leave the Red Riders?
Many times, but I don't remember a thing.
Ciri came for you. She sensed you were in danger, tore you from the Hunt's grasp, then deposited you in the woods near Kaer Morhen.
Did Eridan start hunting her because of that? Because of me? Why didn't she say anything?
What would it have changed?
Where are we? World of the Enel?
No. This is Ted Dara, the time of the end. The world destroyed by the White Frost. Alas, this awaits us all, though at differing stages of our existence.
So calm when you say that.
Eridan succumbed to his knowledge of the apocalypse. Fear rules him now. I'll not commit the same error.
Care to clarify?
Not here. Not now.
Going after Gels is proving quite a trek, but I still don't know why he's so important.
Eredin differs from the king he killed. Power for its own sake interests him. He has little patience for bureaucracy. He spends most of his time atop his steed, leading the Red Riders. So what does he need in the capital? A good viceroy. Gels is an excellent administrator and an even better plotter. He's the most dangerous individual amongst the NL.
He got any weaknesses?
Yes. He's righteous.
I was hoping we wouldn't get separated.
I warned you it could happen.
Where'd your journey take you?
Through a world whose sun had just died. I barely reached the next passage in time.
Light on the peak. Was that you?
I thought it might aid your passage. After all, that is what lighthouses do. Show the way.
Doesn't look safe here either. Let's go.
This way.
Next passage. When will it open?
Shortly. At last.
This Tirnalia?
The Palace of Awakening, formerly the Moon Palace. Gel's headquarters.
Beautiful.
I'm glad to know you appreciate it. Elven architecture is a bit more sophisticated than yours.
Oh, who's this? And why are they here?
I believe we're done for the day, my tulip. Be a dear and leave us alone. For I think we can agree this matter is between us and us alone, correct? Krivan Spain, Ep Koman Maka, and the Witcher of Rivia. Ketman. Do you like my new model? Something of Lara Doran about her, wouldn't you agree, Krivan?
Her height, perhaps. Nothing more.
I see I've touched a tender spot. So let's change the subject, shall we? Care for a drink?
Got any vodka? Oh yeah, keep forgetting you don't touch that filth, disgraceful as it is.
I must admit, you appearing here, quite the surprise, Witcher. Incidentally, interesting choice of allies. Do you think Avalach is honest with you? Just curious.
No, but honesty's not a facet of your species, so quit spewing bile. Won't gain you anything.
I detect a shadow of impatience in your faces, it seems. So what brings you here?
I've come to tell you who killed our king.
You've gone through a great deal of trouble to reach me, so I must believe you've put equal effort into preparing this lie.
You shall see the truth. You will dream it.
You've been a neuromancer. My intuition was correct. This will be interesting.
Better believe it. This way, please.
Witcher Geralt, a true man of action. Might I know where we're going?
To the world of the Enshe. Directly this time.
Let's go, before any guards show up.
I take it I needn't introduce our guest.
Greetings, Cyril. So it's true. The swallow has befriended the fox.
There's naught you can do to make us turn on one another.
Avalach blackmailed you. Do you not remember? Tried to force you to warm our king's bed. Treated your body like a side of pork.
I remember. But I also remember what you advised Eredin do with me once I was caught. And I remember what the Red Riders did at Kaer Morhen.
I didn't come here to argue. The proof you promised, where is it?
You will see it in your dream.
Ah, yes. The Oneiromancer. Visions that cannot be fabricated. Do you wish to show me how Eredin murdered our king? What then? Am I to incite the Enhel against Eredin? Call for revolution? And proclaim Avalach our new king?
You'll do what you want. If you decide to continue serving the regicide, so be it. Wouldn't even be surprised.
Very well. Have your oracle summon dreams of my king's last moments.
We shall all dream them, to make certain there are no misunderstandings.
Why not?
The king is dead. Long live the king.
You must face him on your terms. In this world, in a place of your choosing. It's your only chance. Sail to Skellige and find the Sunstone. With it, you will summon the Naglfair. Eredin will come too. Should he call for reinforcements, no Enhel will answer.
You have done the thing most just. A new portal to Tir na Liar will open. I shall stabilize it and you will return. Come with me.
Just as well. Could have been bluffing. Might have just said that so we'd let him go. Damn it, we should have pressed him.
Calm down. Avalach knows him better. We'll hear him out when he returns.
Speak of the devil.
Geralt's worried. He believes we let girls go too easily.
He got off cheap and easy. Sold us a few pieces of advice, some story about a sunstone.
He gave us his assurance that he'll not support Eredin. And that is quite a lot.
Seems to me you have a plan. Care to share it with us?
Once we find the Sunstone, aided by your sorceresses and their magic, we shall draw Eredin's ship to a bay along the coast of Undvik. We will wait in ambush, lay a trap. When the King of the Hunt arrives, we will spring it and kill him.
Just like that.
Defeating Eredin will be no small feat, but we will accomplish it. Gather everyone, and we'll meet at the port. Then we sail to Skellige.
What's left to think about? Shackle the Horson! He was out to murder me!
Who's there? Witcher Geralt.
Get in here. They told me
Boss
before you
awaits
doing business with
upstairs.
dwarven scum.
Stunted pricks, all this
What's the problem?
fuck! Another non-human! You're everywhere!
Silence! Now we'll do this quick. I've got a little witcher chore. You willing?
Little chores aren't usually worth the pay.
Well, this will be, don't you, Fred? Now just be quick about it. I've wasted enough time on these two pricks. They share a warehouse. Monsters cropped up in it.
Cropped up? On its own? You put it there. You meant it to rip my noodle off so you could get your paws on my goods.
Don't try to spin this, shorty.
I don't care who's sick the ghoul or the strigger on who. Beast's got to be dealt with. That's that. So what'll it be, Witcher?
Fine, I'll see to it.
I'll not have it. Non-humans, they stick together. These two are like to prove it's no ghoul at all, but my dear departed Nan.
I didn't get a good look at the mug, but now you mention it, it could very well be.
Shut it! Or I'll send inspectors to your storehouse just as soon as the monster's dispatched.
That won't be necessary.
Strange. Neckers rarely venture anywhere alone. Someone kept it in a cage. Bars were sawed through. That's why it escaped. Wide, deep print. A dwarf?
So, you take care of the beast?
Yes.
I knew hiring which would be quickest. So, figure out how it got in there.
You hired me to kill the beast, not investigate.
Yeah, fair enough. It's just I'll still have to muck around in the matter. Would have paid extra not to. Here, this is for you. And we'll go to the garrison, talk to the captain. He can try to get to the bottom of this.
Bloody tell us what this is about.
Just as soon as Geralt arrives.
Ah!
You won't plough and talk. Least you can do is pour around. Bloody
Witcher, at last. Now we're all present.
Then up the fucking creek. Why have you summoned us? Radovid's on his ship. We'll not get to him there, I've told you.
Stop it! I've an idea how to draw him onto dry land. But all in due course. Let's start by confessing our sins. I let Philippa Eilhart in on our plan. Mea culpa.
Bravo. Bloody bravo.
Now, it's not a disaster. The Lady Sorceress is highly unlikely to warn the brat. What's more, she's willing to help us kill him. Naturally, it's nothing I'll ever agree to. But Phil, she's inspired me. Call her my muse.
Inspired you to do what?
Patience. We've yet to get to the substance of the matter. Geralt, do I recall correctly that Radovid's hired you to find Philippa?
You're nosy. Starting to piss me off, you know.
I know. Forgive me. It comes with the job.
No, you're not a spy anymore. Remember? Chose the life of a criminal.
No, that choice was made for me. Philippa forced me to flee Redania. Radovid prevented me from returning.
Extra infernally sad story. Really fucking tugs at the heartstrings. But do you mind getting back to the matter at hand?
Yes, right. Geralt, be so kind as to answer the question. He give you the contract or not?
Only thing I've found is her hideout. What's your point?
We can use Philippa without involving her, provided you help. Radovid expects you to report to him, bring him information about her. All you need to do is mention her name, intimate that you've a lead, you're on her trail.
Oh, he'll swallow that. Hook, line, sinker, and a good bit of the rod as well.
Let's say Radovid bites, believes me, and none of that's a given. What then?
You'll tell him you've found Philippa's hideout, somewhere where we can easily set a trap and ambush. Suggestions?
Bridge to Temple Isle. Built up both sides. Lots of nooks, gates. Easy to block off from the rest of the city.
Good idea. I'll divide my men, post half on one end, other half on the other, by the gate. And in the middle, Vess, with a well-oiled crossbow.
You see, Geralt, all we ask is that you invite Radovid out for a stroll, bring him to the bridge. We'll take care of the rest. So what'll it be?
I'm in. But once it's done, what then? There'll be an uproar in the city. Panic, maybe. Need a place where we can wait it out.
Thought of that already. Remember Madame Irina's theatre? Abandoned now, not a soul looks in there. Tala and I will await you there.
Await us? Unwilling to risk your own necks?
Not the point. Dijkstra and I have many cocksucking virtues, but fighting ability's just not one of them. Not as fit for that as we are for a bleeding beauty pageant.
Don't worry, Geralt. My people are battle-hardened. They'll manage. You just bring them the king.
Do what I can. Where's his ship moored these days?
Just round the corner in Novigrad's port. And for your sake, I hope he's in a good mood when you look in on him.
The bridge must be clear.
My lads will make sure of that.
Guards round the temple, what about them? Won't they bloody congregate when they see the fighting?
If they're paid a tidy sum, they won't.
Philippa? What the hell are you doing here?
Geralt, don't ask questions you know the answers to. It makes you look stupid. Eavesdropping on your conversation, naturally, with a good deal of interest and a measure of wonder.
Mind telling me what you found puzzling?
Your naivety. Do you honestly believe Radovid will fall for such a crude ruse?
Might be tough to trick, but I think I'll manage.
I hope you take a more serious approach to confronting the Wild Hunt. Provided, of course, you survive long enough to undertake it.
Philippa, why even tell me this? Concerned about me that much?
Not at all. It's because I think it vital that Radovid die. You don't want my help, more's the pity. But I shall do what I can to make certain you don't fuck it up. Here, take this.
A ring. Redanian eagle etched in the ruby.
It belonged to Vizimir, Radovid's father. Hand him that, and he may believe you captured me. He might even choose to trust you.
What's the catch?
There is none.
Philippa, I know you too damn well. Always got a plan. Always got at least 2 irons in the fire.
This time I shall be content with one. Radovid's head planted at its end. Good luck, Geralt. You'll need it.
Witcher Geralt, what do you want?
An audience. Got new information about Philippa Eilhart.
I'll need your weapons. Now follow me. Your Majesty, the Witcher, with news of Philippa Eilhart.
I hope you brought something better than magic crystals this time.
I know where she is.
Perhaps. Or perhaps you seek to trick me, like the others.
What others?
You see, a rumor went around that I generously reward any who bring information about Eilhart. There's no shortage of the greedy and the stupid, so a queue quickly formed at the gangway to the ship. The first aboard was a hunter. Brought me a dead owl with no eyes. He thought I'd believe it, shower him with gold. I had him blinded, then thrown overboard with a stone tied round his neck. The second was the postmaster from Oxenfurt. Claimed to have a letter she'd penned. It was forged, of course. I had his fingers cut off. He'll never write again. Oh, and I took his tongue. The spoken lie is reprehensible. Needless to say, the rest of the queue dispersed quickly.
I'm a professional. Got a reputation to uphold. Be stupid of me to come to you empty-handed.
My father's ring. Philippa used it to stamp her decrees, then distribute them as the word of the king. Where is she?
Under your nose, sire. In Novigrad. In a house on the bridge leading to Temple Isle.
Why haven't you brought her to me?
Gotta capture someone to take them anywhere. All I did was track her down, then stole this ring as proof that I had.
Do you fear her?
No. You want to kill her yourself. With your own hands. I know this.
You shall come with me. Hubrecht, gather the men.
How many, sire?
All of them. Well, where is she? Where is Philippa?
Like I said, house on the bridge, closer to the other end.
Close off this end. We need no guests, no innocent bystanders, or witnesses. Damian, Duke, Egbert, Freak, Caspar. Stay here, secure the rear, and kill the Witcher.
This how you reward those who serve you?
It is how I punish those who irritate me. You know too much. You impede me too often. And I find your arrogance an annoyance. I've had men killed for less. Follow me.
Any last words?
Oh, fuck! Free the Witcher, then Radovid. Hang on, Geralt. On our way!
Time to end this.
Butcher!
Right?
Thanks for your help.
Plan's gone to hell. So be it. We'll improvise. Follow me, Geralt. We must get to Radovid before reinforcements arrive.
Come here, whoreson! Shoot at will!
You must hide, sire.
Like a Witcher.
This way!
Open up! I command you to open the door!
You needed merely to ask. That settles the score. And that was from the heart. Forgive me. I could not deny myself the pleasure.
How did she? Where? Why? How the fuck?
Eavesdropped on us, back at the warehouse.
What? And you didn't think it worth mentioning?
Lads, the time to discuss this is later. Radovid is dead. It matters not by whose hand. Mission accomplished. Now let's get the hell away. Place will be thick with Redanians in minutes.
Let's go.
Well, what? Is it done?
It's done. Though all did not go according to plan. More on that later. First, a stiff drink and a toast. The North. Temeria.
Temeria!
Bloody Temeria!
Sure this isn't premature. Radovid's dead, but it's a long way from that to a free Temeria. War's not over, not even close.
You're mistaken. Tomorrow at noon, the commander of Army Group Center will sign a truce in Emir's name. A truce whose wording we agreed with Dijkstra.
So back there in Velen, when the trolls nabbed you?
Yes, I was returning from the last round of talks. Emir will keep Edion and Lyria, but in exchange for Radovid's head and a stop to guerrilla activities, he will withdraw from Temeria.
Which will become the Empire's vassal state.
Self-ruled internally, with its own courts, administrative structures and army. The silver lilies will bloom neath the rays of the great sun. So I say were I a poet. But I'm not, so all I'll say is there was no other fucking way.
Roach, you? In league with Nilfgaard?
I'm prepared to do anything for Temeria. Even haul myself out.
If it were done when 'tis done, then 'twere well it were done quickly. That but this blow might be the be-all and end-all here.
What's that?
Vakmeth, Act 1, Scene 7. Always wanted to play that. Never cast as anything but a halberdier. Geralt, what Tala told you, put it out of your mind. There will be no truce with Nilfgaard. Redania, under my enlightened rule, will fight on until it wins. And when it does, it will unite all the North, including Temeria.
What? How? This is not what we planned and agreed.
True. Instead, we insisted on one realm's questionable sovereignty, and to recover it, we gave Emir virtually all the North's other kingdoms. It was not a wise arrangement. So, no deal.
You two-faced whoreson. I will not allow this.
Actually, you, Roach, should be the first to understand I've no choice.
Why the hell would I understand?
Because you too are a patriot. Geralt, this doesn't concern you. You may go. Fare thee well on your path, or whatnot.
Can't let you kill them, Dijkstra.
Oh, hard luck. Then you'll die with them. Kill them all.
Bloody hell! Bugger me sideways!
That was close. Very close.
It's hardly over. The envoy, due to meet the Nilfgaardians tomorrow. No doubt Dijkstra ordered him killed. We'll need to protect him.
Sorry, you're on your own.
You've had your fill of politics, I understand. Once it's over, come to Vizima. You'll be received with honors. Farewell, Wolf.